everyone, and welcome back to SoulCast. My name is Jen Westlake from Soululaire.com, and I'm really happy to be back with you again this week. I know that this last week there's been a lot of things happening, a lot of information coming out, and I'm sure that many of you are running on overwhelm and probably very, very tired. And just maybe there's a lot of confusion in your life. So I'm really happy to be here today because I hope SoulCast can assist you in dealing with everything that is happening right now. We are living in a time where there is a lot of truth being revealed. Things that have been kept hidden from us for a long time are being revealed. Things that we took for granted, we're finding out were lies and not true. And so it seems like for many of us, the rug of our reality is being pulled out from underneath us during this time. So with the things that we've been discussing in SoulCast, it is to help you back away from all of that drama, all of that confusion, to give you a chance to go within and spend some time with yourself, spend some time getting clear and focused about what your priorities are, what your goals and your dreams are, to think about, if you could change things, what kind of reality, what kind of life would you like to be living? And so even though we're going through a period of destruction of the old guard and the old systems, the systems that we were born into, the reality that we thought was true and real just turns out to be built on a foundation of sand instead of a foundation of stone. So as we go within, we're trying to help you build your own personal foundation of stone, a solid foundation in your life. And so I hope that these little SoulCast weekly messages are assisting you in reconnecting you with your own soul, reconnecting you with your higher self and your personal higher power, because it is using your own soul and your higher power that is going to really give you the strength and the focus and the clarity and the peace to get through these times that we're living in right now. So without further ado, I'd like to get into this week's message. This is a special week for me, a little bit of a challenging week for me, because a year ago, my twin sister passed away with a 2.5 year battle with brain cancer. And so I am missing her today. And I know that many of you out there in the last few years have lost people that you love, and that it may be a trying time as you work through your grief and your mourning and adapting to having that person or those people no longer in your physical life. But I want to reassure you that we are immortal and eternal beings, and that I know that I will be reunited with my sister again. And I feel her walking with me many times. And to remind you, Janice and I did a practical balance where we talked about how it is the soul's choice when you leave this earth. And so it was in partnership, my sister and God, to the time that she chose to leave the earth plane, the physical plane at this time. But I know that she is alive and well, and that she is free from the burden that her body had become for her. And I just want everyone out there to know that I'm thinking about her, and I love her, and I miss her. And I'm also so grateful for her and the example that she set for me in so many different ways in my life. I'm grateful for how she supported me and encouraged me to pursue Soululaire and to be able to speak my truth with each one of you that are listening. So I send each one of you so much love and support during these times, especially if you've experienced loss and hardship during these last few years. So thank you so much for being here today. And thank you so much for letting me give a little memorial to my sister. So I'd like to talk about today, to get into what's going on, is that because we are being inundated with so much energy, and a lot of it is negative, that again, it is important for you to frequently clear your energy. You can do that through prayer. You can go to an energy healer to remove the negative energy that might surround you, any unresolved emotional pain that is lingering, and possible ancestral issues that were carried forward through your DNA and into your life from your family that has gone before. So I just want you to know that it is good to clear your energy so that you can have that peace that we talked about last week, stepping into your peace and stepping into your strengths. So another thing that you can do to help you navigate these times, when we get stressed out, when we get on overwhelm, we physically tighten our bodies and our muscles. And so it's really good for you to stretch, to move your body, so that that stress doesn't settle into your muscles and into your joints. Because once that energy of stress settles into your muscles and joints, it can become oxidative and it can become deteriorating to your physical form. So movement, yoga, stretches, walking, nothing rigorous, nothing strenuous, just be kind, but move and stretch your body and allow those muscles to shake out the stress, uh, move that through and shake out, all of those negative feelings, negative emotions, all of that frustration that you might be having. So physical movement is really good this week, and hopefully that can help you remain calm, remain in peace, and not go into overwhelm and clench and tighten up and hold those muscles taut and taunt. So anyways, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Another thing we want to focus on this week are our friendships. And now is the time to, if you haven't talked to some of your friends in a long time, it is a really good time for you to reach out to them. With everything that's going on, each one of us, we need a support system. We need to rebuild our own personal communities, and our family and our friends is a really great way to start. So this week, make a point to try to reconnect or rekindle a friendship that may have gone to the wayside because life keeps lifing and life gets busy. And so maybe make some time to text someone, say, hey, I'm thinking about you. You're important to me. How you doing? When can we chat? I'd like to catch up and find out what's going on with you. And that way you can start rekindling those relationships, because those relationships are going to be something that we are going to need coming down the pipeline in the days and months ahead. So let's work on rebuilding our support system with our family and friends. Another thing I'd like to talk about this week is that a phrase that I use quite frequently in my coaching sessions is a concept called personal sovereignty. Each one of us is an individual. We have been given certain rights to live our lives. We've been given the gift of free will. We are independent individuals. And so we are in charge of our lives. We need to be responsible. We need to hold ourselves accountable. We deserve to be self-motivating, and we also deserve to be self-balancing. And so we have inside of us an energy body that many of you might know as your chakras and meridians. And this is part of your spiritual body, your energetic body. And during these times, it is so easy for our chakras to get out of balance. And so this week, I'm going to encourage you to work on finding balance in your life. Now, down the road, I'm going to be talking to you about each individual chakra, what it means, what responsibilities it has in your physical, mental, and spiritual worlds, and how those help you learn and grow and develop spiritually so that you can gain personal mastery. And along with personal mastery comes personal integrity. And we talked about that last week on SoulCast about truth and integrity. So again, we are being asked to look at having personal sovereignty and personal integrity. So find little things that you can do to keep your word. Now, if you have a little bit of a problem getting to work on time, work on getting to work 5 minutes early or right on time, not because you're having integrity for the job, but because you're having integrity for you. When you took that job, you committed to being able to work the hours that you were assigned. So in order for you to keep your word to yourself, show up to work on time, show up to dinner on time, show up to that doctor's appointment on time, or whatever it may be. Is if you say that you're going to do something, then make sure that you do that. And so work on having that higher level of integrity. Because if we want to have more integrity in our world, it needs to start with us. It always begins with us. We are the ones that has personal sovereignty. So we are the ones that will be held accountable and bear the consequences if we don't have integrity. So again, it always begins with us. Another thing I want to talk about today is we are in the process of planting seeds, and you are a very powerful co-creator with your higher power, with your angels, with your own personal spirit guides. So again, think about the desires of your heart, the desires of your soul. What do you feel your life purpose is? What are your gifts and talents that you would like to share with the world? Because again, I can't say this often enough, you are here on purpose for a purpose. Now, God created you exactly the way you are because He wanted you specifically to exist. He wanted you specifically to be here at this time because only you can do what you were created and meant to do. So as you go in your sacred space this week, go within and really query yourself about what is it that I am meant to do? Now, what I'm meant to do will bring me joy, will make me happy as I share these gifts and talents and this purpose with everyone I come in contact with. So this week is a good time to go even deeper into figuring out what you feel your life purpose is and how you can fulfill your role at this time. One other thing I want to talk about with you today is that things are happening so rapidly, and I want to reassure you that we are moving into a golden time. We are headed as individuals and as a collective humanity into a new golden opportunity. But before we can step into that, we must have removed anyone and anything, any construct, any structure from the old that would interfere or sabotage or infiltrate and destroy the new reality that we are trying to create. And so there are things happening in this world that are taking place to ensure that we are really given that clean slate to create a new, beautiful, honest, integral, beneficial for everyone reality. And it is going to be glorious when we are done with creating our future. It is going to be absolutely lovely. And I am really excited about what is coming down the pipe. But again, we are still coming out of the darkness and we are moving into the light. Now, right now, many of us may not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I feel confident that I can assure you that we are very close to that happening. So please step into your strength, hold strong, rely on your higher power more than you have ever relied on him, her before. It is so important for you to have that personal relationship with God at this time. It is so important for you to make them your best friend and make yourself your best friend. Be your own best friend. Your soul is your best friend. Your heart is your best friend. Your body is your best friend. So rely on those different beautiful aspects and layers of yourself and bring all of those into wholeness and into balance. That is the goal of what we are working on right now. So again, another way that's going to help you get through these days ahead is to have a creative outlet and a creative outlook. Again, look for the silver lining, but also try to find a way to artistically express yourself, whether it's painting, music, singing, coloring, writing a story, a poem, anything that you find creative and artistic. It could be being out in your garden and designing your garden and making it beautiful and a sanctuary for yourself, whether it's like candle making or whatever it might be for you. There's a lot of beautiful creative things out there, and I'm sure you're going to come up with something that is uniquely, beautifully artistic and creative from within yourself to share. So again, everybody, this is another intense week that we are having coming up this week. And I just want you all to know that I am here to support you. If you need some help with anything, if you want to talk about how to deal with some of your own personal issues and how you can navigate them for your life, please feel free to email me at hello@soululaire.com and we can schedule a coaching appointment for you. Or if you need some energy healing work done to help cut cords, help clear away unseen negativity, I can help you with that too. Again, just an email away at hello@soululaire.com. I really hope that you are finding these weekly messages helpful. And if you do, I would ask that you please like, share, and subscribe so that we can grow and help more people in their lives at this time. It is my sole purpose to be of service to you at this time in our lives and at this time in our history. So I want you to know that I love you very, very much. And I'm so grateful for each one of you. And remember, you are loved beyond your comprehension. You are not alone. And I wish you the most wonderful week ahead in peace and in strength. I bless you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.